who you become is more important than what you have. Yung pera, yung mga gamit, it's not as important as who you become in the process of doing the work. Even if you're failing, you're not really living up to your potential, but you are in the process of learning these things. Darating sa point na magugulat ka na lang na dahil sa sobrang dami mo ng experience and insights and wisdom, the one thing that will skyrocket and help you with your success, it's gonna be worth it.
The Pod Network Entertainment.
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. My name is Alec Cuenca and I am your host. And before anything else, I'd like to thank you for being here. Thank you so much for choosing to be here, thank you so much for clicking on this episode. And hopefully, you get a lot of learnings, a lot of insights for you para mas mag-level up ang buhay mo. And, again, sa lahat ng tao nag-share nito sa mga socials nila, nakikita ko kayo sa mga nagme-message sa akin. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your warm and kind messages. And hopefully, we can share this to more people para mas maraming tao rin ang makinabang of this podcast. So, today's episode is going to be all about the process of becoming. Okay? And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I wanted to show you, okay, the process of what it truly means to be successful. Now, I'm not one of those ultra successful people yet. I'm still on my way there. But what I do have in common with them is I have a lot of failures. And for sure, ikaw, you've experienced failure in your life, or maybe you are experiencing a certain failure in your life, but what I will show you is how to use or transmute that failure into something that can help you manifest the best life that you could possibly manifest in your life. And so everything that I have here in my life right now, it's because of this principle. And kwento ko sa inyo kung paano ko siya nagawa. Okay? And hopefully ma-apply nyo rin to sa buhay nyo. And so, I've always been a goal-getter. Ever since bata pa lang ako, I've always wanted to set goals and try to just become success. Well, hindi naman sa bata ako. Actually, it all started when I was 20 years old, when I started to read a book. By the way, I have a lot of my books here. Kudos to them. They're my first mentors. But the first time that I read a book, I realized that there's so much success that I could have for myself and for the people that I care about and people that I love. So, for me, I started to get to write up some goals. And one of the things na talagang na-hit sa akin is that, I should start a business. I shouldn't just be an employee. I should start a business if I really want to scale my time freedom and my financial freedom fast. So it was one of the vehicles that I wanted to learn more of, that I wanted to try as well. So for me, since ganun nga ang nangyari, I consistently try to find ways for me to have a successful business. And hindi ko pa ito na-share sa maraming tao, pero marami na akong business na simulan. And so, I will share some of it to you guys. I don't know if I can get some pictures of it, but share ko na lang sa inyo. So, etong dugo kong entrepreneur, nagsimula rin to, bata pa lang ako. So, bata pa lang ako, I've always enjoyed gathering people and then, making an event out of something. To the point na, nalala ko kami yung mga, I think yung mama ko, nalala ko na, mama ko, nanalo siya sa mahjong, sa sugal. And then, ang napanalo na namin was a computer set. So, yung computer set na yun, kaya mo mag-download ng games doon, right? And so, in our compound, kami yung isa sa mga pinakaunang nagkaroon ng computer. So what I did was I used to invite all of my cousins to be there, and I would run tournaments, and then they would pay 50 pesos to join, or I think 20 pesos to join, and then winner takes all, and I would just get a commission fee for handling the event. So bata pa lang ako, medyo ganun yung ginagawa ko. I loved setting up. Nung high school, I also did my own sports fest where I invited exclusive people in our batch para mag-sports fest. Again, ganun lang din. Kuha ng mga payment and then kuha ng komisyon. Naalala ko, nagpapa-flip top event pa ako, if naalala niyo mga flip top dyan. So yeah, medyo gangsta ako noon. Pero ang ginawa ko noon is nag-set up ako ng mga flip top events. Again, sa pusta kumuha ko ng mga komisyon. So medyo nagiging hustler na ako nung bata pa lang. But the first ever touch of a business talaga was when I moved to Manila as a college student. And then nakita ko yung Mango Graham. And then itong Mango Graham na to, it was so good. Sobrang sarap. No? Pero hindi pa siya sikat. Sobrang nasa dapitan lang siya. So natikman ko yun. Sabi ko, daling ko siya sa Olongapo. So when I got back sa Olongapo, I started to learn about the recipe of mango shakes or Mango Graham. And then I borrowed like a cart sa harapan ng bahay namin. And then I would sell Mango Graham. I would buy mangoes sa palengke. I would buy all the ingredients. I ask sponsors for a blender because I really wanted to start my own business. So after noon, nagbenta ako ng mga mango shake and then I was selling it. And it was so good. No, our location back then was a really prime spot. And lahat ng dumadaan, siyempre sa simula wala bumibili. But at that time, I remember, I think the biggest profit that I had, I ran it for like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks during a summertime. And then I think kumita ako ng 4,000 pesos profit in one day. And for me, as a college student, that was like crazy money, diba? So parang, thank you, extra money. And I was just so happy that I was able to create the value and then mabenta sa ibang tao. But then, I didn't know much about all the other stuff, all the other parts of a business. So medyo nag-fail ako. And then what happened is I closed the Mango Graham shop store. And then I went on with my life, went studying engineering. But then, still, hindi mo mawawala yan eh. Pagdugong entrepreneur ka, pagdugong business ka, babalik at babalik yan sa'yo. So, for me, nung nag-pandemic, I actually started my own alcohol business. One time, naisip ko to go to a bar, pero dahil pandemic, nagsasara na maaga. 6 o'clock pa lang, sarado na. Sabi ko, paano na ako iinom? So, ang ginawa ko is nag-outsource ako. Kinontak ko yung mga suppliers, manufacturers. Naalala ko, lumalabas pa ako sa harapan ng gate para tignan yung mga truck na dumadaan, whether it's San Miguel or Coke. And I would stop them and tatanungin ko yung number nila and then compare ko yung mga rates. And then, up until to the point na word of mouth, manufacturers started to call me, mga suppliers started to call me, distributors as well, na sila na nagsusupply ng mga alak sa akin. So, ang ginagawa ko is I had a second-hand car na hulug-hulugan ko binabayaran. But then, nilalagyan ko ng cooler yun sa likod and then nandun lahat ng alak. Tapos, I would go around the streets. Since pandemic, medyo takot yung mga tao pero malakas pa sila mag-inom. And I would deliver alcohol to them. I did this with 2 of my cousins as well. One was focused on marketing. I was focused on marketing. One was finance. One was operations. So, kind of my first touch on the business. And I would remember.
Hey there! Alex Calleja here. Bakit ako nandito? Kasi gusto kong ipaalam sa'yo na may podcast din ako. It's called Punchline with Alex Calleja. I talk about everything. Serious, happy, sad, pero sa dulo, may punchline or may comedy. Again, it's Punchline with Alex Calleja. Available on Spotify o kung saan ka man kumukuha o naikinig ng podcast. Namumukhaan kita, nilista ko pangalan mo, kaya see you there.
Naalala ko kahit sa garage lang namin yon, pero nagpapa-meeting na ako. Like, this is where the business would be. And I would also get, meron pa ako isang nakuha investor. Di ko alam kung paano ko siya nakuha. I was just doing these things. I was starting before I was ready, before I even made a business plan. And I was just doing this. I was selling this stuff. And at one point, kumita siya ng 40,000 sa isang araw. Crazy numbers, right? I think there was a lot of house parties on that day. So, dami namin nabenta. But, it wasn't sustainable kasi I was doing personal development. And at the same time, every day meron akong hangover. Kasi people would buy a lot of drinks from our shop. Pero, ini-invite nila kami kasi masaya rin kasi kami kasama sa inuman. So, ini-invite nila kami, napapainom din kami. So, medyo nasusunog yung kidney namin sa business na yun. So we decided, you know what, hindi to sustainable. Okay, thank you. We'll close it down. So that closed. No. And then I went into sales, learned more about sales talaga for a business. I doubled down on marketing, and now up to this point, I started my own creative agency where I'm helping entrepreneurs and CEOs and founders to expand their business online. I think now I'm seeing a lot of success in my creative agency, and I could attest na lahat yun galing sa mga failures ko. Because here's the concept that I want you guys to get. Medyo mahabang intro yun, pero this is what I want you guys to get. Who you become is more important than what you have. Yung pera, yung mga gamit, it's not as important as who you become in the process of doing the work. So for example, for me, 4,000 sa unang profit doesn't matter. 40,000 profit sa alcohol doesn't matter. What matters is I learned business. What matters is I learned patience. I learned trust. I learned integrity. I learned commitment. I learned marketing. I became the person that would know all of these business facets and business factors. And nung nawala lahat sa akin, nung nawala lahat ng business ko, I could restart all over again and would have better, the same, or even better results. So yun yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo. That even if you're failing, or sa mata ng mundo, you're failing and you're not really living up to your potential, but you are in the process of learning these things, darating sa point na magugulat ka na lang na dahil sa sobrang dami mo ng experience and insights and wisdom, the one thing that will skyrocket, and help you with your success, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. So, I want to remind you guys that if you're in the process, lalo na sa mga tao, if you're in your 20s, okay, let me know as well if you're in your 20s. You gotta understand there is a process to this. No, sabi nila, sometimes it takes an average of 7 failed businesses before you get the right one. Maybe that's true for me. Maybe sometimes it's 5, it's 4, sometimes it's 3, but it's in the process. Because if you do something and you fail at it, even if mawala yan sa'yo, if you become a better version of yourself, then once the right opportunity comes into your life, and the right timing is there, doon mo makukuha yung success na hinahanap mo. And for a lot of people, they're giving up on their dreams kasi they failed once. But it's in the process. That's the process, you know? You try something, you take some risk, you fail at it, you pick yourself up, you get the lesson from it, you apply it in your life, then you move on, and then you get better results. And maybe you fail again, then you fall down, you pick yourself up, you get the lesson, you move forward, you do better until it works. Because for me, as you can see, you know, I'm right now, the business is doing a lot of success already. I'm so happy, even though we're very, very young, we're seeing this kind of success already. But one of the things that allowed this to happen is because of who I am. And I could go as far as to say na if everything was taken away from me, I can easily build this business back from scratch. Napakadali nito sa akin. And I think maririnig niyo yan. For example, sa Mr. Beast, meron ako napanood na interview niya na kahit mawala lahat sa kanya, kaya niya ulit mag 1 million, even more. Just like that. Because again, who you become is more important than what you have. Kahit mawala lahat sa'yo, pero you become a better version of yourself, that's worth it. Because yung mga material na bagay na yan, madali lang yung mawala. No? Naalala ko, ito pala, hindi ko pa na-share, pero I got scammed. No? 2.7 million business. Nag-invest ako sa business, pero dahil nawala yung pera na yun, sure, I can get that back up. because who I was or who I became was more important than what I got from there. Dahil ako at one point, I had 700,000 pesos in my bank account, but who I wasn't ready for it. And so nawala lang yung lahat. Pero ngayon, that I'm ready for it, now I'm solving bigger problems, better problems, also giving me better opportunities as well. Again, if you're in your 20s or even if you're in your 30s and ngayon ka lang nagsisimula mag-fail intentionally, fail forward, my suggestion for you is to focus on who are you becoming. What are the traits? What are the characteristics that you're getting from your experience right now? Are you becoming more committed? Are you becoming a person with more integrity? Are you becoming more patient? Are you becoming more compassionate? Are you becoming more loving, more caring? Are you becoming more excellent? Are you becoming more or greater than who you were before? Because if yes, then it is worth it. In life, you never fail. You win or you learn. Those are the only options. So my invitation is to go forward through life and focusing on who I am, because who you are can help you move to do more, and eventually you can have more. You can have anything in your life. Focus ka lang sa sarili mo. Sabi nga, diba, work hard on your job, but work harder on yourself. That's the work. That's the work, my dear friends. So hopefully, that's a lesson that you're going to apply in your life. Let me know if that's helpful. If not, let me know as well in the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button as well so you get more updated in more of the contents to come. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Maraming salamat for listening up until this point. If you enjoyed this, please share it to your friends. Share it to your stories as well. Don't forget to tag me at Small Talk Podcast or at Alec Cuenca. And sa mga taong nag-share ng mga messages nila, maraming salamat. I read them all. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, if you're on Spotify, don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating. And also, if you'd like to learn more about personal development and content creation, I will be launching the Creator Academy soon. So hopefully, you guys can be a part of that because every month, meron tayong learning opportunities. We're going to go live there. And more importantly, you're going to get a lot of courses every single month. So this is the school of life, as we call it. And hopefully, you can be a part of that. And doon tayo magkikita eventually. So again, thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. And I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.